So, as a witch, pagan, or a pagan witch, you know that colors represent quite a bit. And what a color represents has a lot to do with where you are and what your religion, i.e. witchcraft, portrays. So, for example, green could mean money, while in other places, gold could equal money. But as a Kemetic pagan, colors mean a lot to me. And there are 6 major colors. They are red, blue, black, green, yellow, and white. Now, each of these colors have symbolism, and some of these do not have the same symbolism as within other pagan faiths or within some witchcraft. So, for example, black represents the underworld, it represents death, it represents night, but it also can represent regrowth. For example, Kemet means the Black Lands. It's the name of ancient Egypt. And it was called that because when the Nile flooded, it made the ground there black with all the soot and all the nutrient stuff. And it made it so that the ancient Kemets could go plow that land, grow things, and it sustains them. So that black soil was life. So black can also be represented by green as well, because green is also of light and growth and prosperity. But also night sky being black, that could also be represented by the blue, as in the dark blue skies of night. Also, going about black and green, Osiris, the king of the underworld, the netir of the underworld, is represented by being both black and green. If you want to know more about the colors, like and share and follow, and you have a wonderful day. Dua. Let's talk about the color blue and how it's represented in the Kemetic faith and also in Heka. Remember, blue is one of the 6 colors, along with black, white, yellow, red, and green, that makes up the colors of Heka. So blue, color of the sky, the color of water, the ocean, the sea. You always say, the ocean blue, and blue is also representative of birth, rebirth, regeneration. Blue is also like the color of life. For you must have birth in order to have life. Now, as I said before, on the introduction one, I mentioned that black can be a substitute for blue and also green. So like at nighttime, the night sky, is black, but it's also blue. And there is life out in space. This isn't like aliens or anything like that. So, but there might be. They've already found bacteria and stuff like that. But also, there's literally life out in space, because there are blah, 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 blah. Space stations that have people up there all the time doing stuff. So, technically speaking, out in space, out where Newt is, that's the heavens, there is life. There are experiments being done, things like that. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and Dua. Let's talk about the color green in Heka, or the Kemetic spirituality magic. So, green is a color of life. Yes, I know I said blue is a color of life. So is green. It is springtime now. It's late spring. It's almost summer here in the northern hemisphere, and everything is nice and green and everything. And it's showing that life has renewed itself. It's also, if you think about it, it's kind of color happiness too. It's showing that everything has a beginning. Also, green is the color of death. Just think of if you've seen anything decay, rot, the mold on it, that's in it, that is love, it's green. If you accidentally leave meat out for too long, it will turn green. That's because it's being decay. It's color of decay. It's one of the reasons why Osiris is known to have both black and green skin. But with all that, without the decay, you don't have growth. Without death, you don't have life. Think of it this way. It is the yin and yang. It is that balance, that pendulum that goes back and forth so that everything stays in balance. So with that, even though this one's not going to be a full 3 minutes, I hope that this helped out a little bit, and you have a wonderful and blessed day. Dua. So let's talk about the color red when it comes to Heka. Remember, there are 6 major colors in Heka: red, black, yellow, white, green, and blue. So, red is associated with life and with blood. This should make sense. Remember, life is in the blood. All our nutrients, oxygen, the good stuff, even the bad stuff, gets filtered through the blood. It goes throughout the body. Also, red is associated with birth, especially in animal kingdoms. Think about giving birth, or seeing someone give birth, or seeing an animal give birth. There's the color red is involved. Now, red is also associated with evil and chaos. So a lot of people think Set is evil, and he's represented with red hair. This actually a misconception. He's not evil. But Set is also represented of the red lands, and what that is that's just the sands where the Nile does not flood that area, and it does not get the nutrient soil needed in order for vegetation to grow. So it's like chaotic life. You might see some animals there and stuff like that, but it's like and of course, red is representative of death. Because if you think about it, and it's usually representative of violent death. Red is also representative of misdeeds. And what you can think about this way is, remember when you were in school and you saw the teacher take out the red pen, you knew that she was going to find those misdeeds and circle them in red. So with that, I hope you have a blessed day and dua.